What's up, YouTube? DJ Kryptonite here, talking boxing as always. It's been a while since I posted anything. I hadn't posted anything in a while. Just been a little busy with my other responsibilities. But I just wanted to touch base with all of the craziness that's happening with the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight. Any kind of delays with this negotiation is kind of expected. Because you got two big names and they're trying to figure, at least in today's boxing world, these negotiations seem to take a bit longer than what they did in the past. And I think Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is getting a little upset about how new media is actually reporting things that aren't really occurring. This is going to be a complicated negotiation. I don't know how quickly it's going to get done, but they've been negotiating for a little while now. You know, we can't really put a time frame on this because it sounds like, well, again, all of this is alleged information, meaning Terrence Crawford is being a bit difficult with it. PBC and Showtime are the ones that's going to put the fight on for the most part, because I think Errol Spence is obligated to fight under that banner. Terrence Crawford is a free agent, so at this point, you know, he'll probably have to fight under the Showtime or PBC banner. And it sounds like the negotiations are taking a bit longer. And part of that is because I believe Terrence Crawford is not a very good businessman. Again, we go back to the point where he was with Top Rank. He re-signed with Top Rank about 8 years in, 5 years in. Then he re-signed or re-upped again for another 2 years, and then subsequently sued Bob Arum for not making the big fights for him or promoting them properly and that sort of thing. So his business savviness is a bit of question. So it doesn't surprise me that the negotiations are taking so long with this fight, because so much is on the line. For one, a lot of legacy on the line, and there's a lot of money to be made in this fight. And Terrence Crawford wants the maximum amount of dollars that he can possibly get. And of course, new media, they're trying to get videos, they're trying to get views and that sort of thing. So YouTubers and that sort of thing, much like myself, are looking to get the maximum amount of views. So what we're doing, or what new media, quote unquote, is doing, is saturating the market with videos about what they perceive is going on or what rumored is going on, but essentially nobody knows. Again, negotiations are private things that nobody's going to know until it's a deal. There is no deal in place because we would have known about it. Showtime would have put something out, and I believe Floyd Mayweather said Fight Hype will probably be the first new media platform that would actually have that real-time information. So if you really want to know when that's going to take place, shout out to Fight Hype. Fight Hype is probably going to get that information first, and then it will trickle down to everyone else. So at this stage, I know Fanon Boxing, Dante's Boxing Nation, all of these guys that seem to have a big platform and seem to be in the know with respect to boxing news, they're not going to know this one. It's just not going to happen. It's already been revealed. Floyd has already come out and said that publicly, and he said Fight Hype is going to be the platform to catch that. Now, eventually, it's going to get late in the game, and they're not going to be able to promote it because, at least for the proposed date that they stated, I think they stated it will probably be October 29th, which is probably a great weekend. I've already booked my tickets, flights, all of that. I booked all of that because I'm going to be there. I got my hotel, all of that. So I'm going to be in the building. But again, if it moves, hopefully I can shift those dates with my flight and my hotel stay. But we'll see. But again, that's the anticipated date. Nobody knows for sure. We'll see what happens. Again, I know Erool Spence and Fanon he's alluding to a lot of these videos, because you have to look at this. It's a lot of videos out there as of late, forecasting or predicting when the fight is going to take place, and nobody really knows. And I preach this all the time on my videos. Negotiations don't occur in public, no matter what you say. That's why Errol Spence and Derek James are pretty much radio silent. I think Terrence Crawford comes up every now and again in social media, and he bitches and moans a little bit about how he doesn't get a whole lot of respect and fanfare and that sort of thing. I get that, but Terrence Crawford has made some bad moves in his career, and it's fine. And that's no knock against his ability. He's a very talented boxer, but he's made some bad business moves. So I think he's suffering from those moves at this point, and hopefully we'll get something done with the fight. I do believe the fight is going to happen this year. It has no reason not to. You have two big egos with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, and they want to get in the ring and get this over with, because I think they have other things that they want to do. A lot, this is just probably a bump in the road as they enter the twilight of their career, because both of them are in the twilight. They're early 30s, but they both have quite a few fights, and I can't imagine them going too much longer in the game or in the sport. So I'm sure they have some things they want to accomplish after this fight. So I'm sure they want to get this done fairly quickly. But we'll see. Again, nobody knows where the stalemate or where the impasse is occurring at this point. But it seems as though it may be on Terrence Crawford's side. Again, I'm just assuming. So nobody knows this stuff, and I'm a boxing purist. So I don't like to put out bad information. This is just information. But I know, Errol Spence was a bit upset with new media because he was making comments about nobody knows anything, and I'll echo that. Nobody knows anything. Errol Spence doesn't even know at this stage, the way he talks. He doesn't really know what the other side is doing. He seems to be pretty much settled on whatever was offered to him or suggested to him. He's ready to go. That's what it sounds like. But we'll see. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great holiday. Happy belated 4th of July and all that. And hopefully we'll get some good fights coming up. Looks like Adrian Broner's coming up with a fight. I think he's trying to get back in the ring. I think he probably needs some money at this point, to be honest. I kind of shoot straight from the hip, but yeah, that's kind of where that is. I don't know what kind of demand he's generating at this point, for viewership and that sort of thing. But I think he's probably in need of a little money at this point. So I know if Broner is about to get back in the ring, he's a character. So, we'll see what happens. But, and Garcia is moving up to 154. So we'll see what that results in. We'll see. So, again, I'll post some videos about all of those things coming up. But again, sorry I've been away for so long. I appreciate all you guys. Have a good week and good weekend, because we're here on Friday. So have a good weekend, and we'll be in talk soon. DJ Kryptonite out. Deuces.